Coming up, the latest campus art show is a family affair for one local family.
Students donate blood for those in need.
And a look at the local sports production company behind the student section gone viral.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Triola.
And I'm Andrew Dunlap. A case of bacterial meningitis has been confirmed on Muskingum's campus. A 19-year-old member of the men's basketball team first saw symptoms on Saturday. His mother reported the case to the Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department Wednesday. According to the health department, the teenager is doing extremely well. Teammates on the basketball team were treated with antibiotics yesterday as a precaution. Members of the women's team also chose to take antibiotics after attending a party with a student over the weekend. The Muskingum County Health Department says people should always be concerned about bacterial meningitis, but should never panic. The health department says the case was caught early, which is one of the most crucial parts of the disease. The student lives in the residence halls on campus but does not have a roommate.
Bacterial meningitis is a typically severe infection which can spread in community settings. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, places like college freshman resident halls increase the risk of developing the disease. Although the disease is contagious, it does not spread like the typical flu or cold. Bacteria can be spread through exchange for saliva or mucus. The Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department says the disease is oftentimes isolated since people must be in close proximity to spread the bacteria. Initial indicators of bacterial meningitis include sudden onset fever, headache, and stiff neck. Later symptoms can be as severe as seizures and coma. While most cases can lead to recovery, some are more serious and can lead to brain damage, hearing loss, learning disabilities, and even death.
The American Red Cross held a blood drive on campus today. There has been urgent need for donations in recent months, and several students and Concord residents came out to help. Donors visited the Recreation Center atrium between the hours of 10 in the morning and 4 in the evening in order to give blood to those in need. The Red Cross hosts blood drive twice a semester at Muskingum.
Intimate Connections is the newest art exhibition at the Louis O. Palmer Art Gallery. The exhibit features work by Julie Curl and her family and includes photography, sculptures, and a virtual reality series.
I took a little camera to school when I was in 3rd grade and discovered how much fun it was to take people's pictures and how much fun it was to share the pictures afterwards. And my dad was a professional photographer as well with a job. He also was a Muskingum College graduate. And he also worked here as alumni director for a number of years. So he was my inspiration to pick up a camera.
The art show is on display until February 19th and can be visited by appointment.
The Roberta A. Smith Library has brought about several new features to Muskingum University. One of those features is the 8 collaboration stations set up throughout the building. These stations are designed to help students assist with group projects and are equipped with the software called Solstice. In order to be able to access this software, students need to connect their devices to the MU student internet and type into the URL address. The stations can support up to 6 devices at a time before they begin to lag. Students can walk in and use the rooms whenever needed, but the option to reserve them ahead of time is also available.
Students at Muskingum started a national organization on campus called Love Your Melon, which is a fundraiser for cancer survivors and patients. The organization is selling hats to help children battle cancer. For every hat sold, another one goes to a cancer patient. Anyone can go to the Love Your Melon website and select which hat they want to purchase. After they select Muskingum University from a drop-down menu at their checkout.
The Muskie Programming Board, otherwise known as MPB, holds events Fridays and Saturdays for all students. A committee decides what events will occur on campus, and some of the popular ones are bingo, movie, and comedy nights. Last week, MPB hosted a program where students played a large-scale game of Hungry Hungry Hippos, as well as a trivia crack session. This weekend, there will be a Valentine's Bingo where students play to win holiday-themed prizes, as well as a lip-sync battle. Both events will take place at the bottom of the Chess Center.
The NFL season comes to an end this weekend. We'll take a look deeper into the Super Bowl 50.
But first, we've seen videos all over the internet of people crashing off hoverboards. But what are these new futuristic wheels?
This story after the break.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
One of the year's most popular holiday gifts is apparently the cause of a house fire Wednesday in Miamisburg, Ohio. The family blames their son's hoverboard. Bacterial Edmund tells us how they managed to escape serious danger.
Topping the list as one of the hottest toys out there, and for the holidays they were one of the most popular gifts. But all that fun can quickly turn in a matter of minutes. One Miamisburg family learned that lesson and say the toy isn't worth the risk.
The hole in this carpet paints a pretty crisp picture.
My son plugged one of the hoverboards in and it exploded in our house.
Josh Putnam thought he was doing what most dads do, getting their kids the hottest item as a Christmas gift, and he even checked the hoverboard's safety reviews.
We did our research and it said, you know, the ones with the 3-prong, you can plug them in and they're fine, and you don't have to worry about those. And obviously they're a danger.
It appears as if it burst apart, the batteries burst apart and caught part of the carpeting in the house on fire. When we got here, we did cut some of the flooring out because it was still smoldering.
A neighbor also helped limit the damage with a fire extinguisher before firefighters arrived. Dad tells us he knows this could have been much worse.
I mean, anytime there's a fire in the house and, you know, everybody's rushing around not knowing what to do, it's scary things.
He says the carpet will be replaced. As for a new hoverboard, that won't be back in the Putnam home.
Don't buy them, obviously. I mean, do your research before you buy them. We thought we were buying the right one, and obviously we weren't.
Fire officials warn consumers to beware of the dangers the hoverboards can bring to your home. If you find yourself in an emergency involving them, call 911 immediately. Bacterial Meningitis 2 News, working for you.
There's a very exclusive club getting ready to attend the Super Bowl in California on Sunday. They've attended every single Super Bowl. Mike Schumann introduces us to one of them.
76-year-old Larry Jacobson was one of the first Super Bowl volunteers to check out his official uniform.
I'm ready to get to work right now.
Larry is spending this week helping tourists find their way around San Francisco, but Sunday he'll be at Levi Stadium watching the game with a very exclusive club.
How many original members of the Never Miss a Super Bowl Club?
We had 5.
5.
Now we're down to 3.
Larry started as a diehard 49er fan. He's had season tickets for 63 years. Then in 1967, he decided to take a date to Los Angeles to see the first Super Bowl.
It was a $100 investment, including tickets and airfare and rent a car and food. But she wasn't impressed with football, and she wasn't impressed with me.
Larry gave up on the woman, but not the game, and he developed a special talent.
As anybody who knows me knows, I don't know a damn thing about football. I know how to get tickets, so that's my thing.
50 years later, Larry's house is full of Super Bowl memorabilia.
You have all the programs here. And
this is Super Bowl 16.
I remember that one.
I may have a Super Bowl ring, but Larry's one up on me. This is the first official Super Bowl 50 ball handed to him straight off the press at the factory in Ohio.
And then Larry Jacobson. Got your own name on a football. I don't even have my name on a football anywhere, Larry.
Larry first met the other men who had never missed a Super Bowl 16 years ago. Now they get together and swap stories every year.
All right, this is number 50. This would be a good number to wrap it up, say, hey, I'm done.
Well, no, you know what? The NFL's treating us so well for Super Bowl 50, I'm now aiming for 100.
Well, that's it for state and local and national news.
After the break, Chad will be back with weather and sports.
This
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
After a few nice days of near 60 temperatures, the warm streak has come to an end. It looks like winter is back for a bit. Tonight was looking to be mostly cloudy in the evening, then it will clear up with a low of 21. Friday will have a high of 42 and be mostly sunny, and for Friday night it will be partly cloudy and drop down to 24. Now here's a look at your weekend forecast.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
Due to the meningitis scare on campus, Wednesday night's men and women's basketball games against Mount Union were both postponed. Those games have been rescheduled for Monday, February 15th. The men will host Mount Union at 7:30 in the Rec Center, while the women go on the road to Alliance. At this time, Saturday's games against Heidelberg are both still on. You can hear the women take on the Student Princes live on WMCO with pregame starting at 2:30. Here they go again. After receiving national attention for a video shot by Storied Rivals Sports Media, the Sheridan High School student section is at it again. The students have really figured out a great way to distract free throw shooters, first pretending a birth courtside, and now feeding that pretend baby to get into shooters' heads. Founder and CEO of Storied Rivals and Muskie alum Aaron Sprague thinks the first clip that was featured on ESPN is the top moment he's seen since starting the company.
That was certainly number one. The viral video was pretty cool because you can't predict when a video will go viral. We knew that was a really funny clip. It was really easy to film. I mean, anyone could have actually filmed that particular clip. We were in the right place at the right time. And then, of course, we had the distribution to put it on social media and get people to see it. So that was a really cool thing to be trending worldwide. And
if you like the videos and want to find out more about what Storied Rival does, you can find them at storiedraivals.com. When we come back, a Muskingum fraternity is having a magical sale and games are planned for Valentine's Day. Stay tuned to the Muskie Daily.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
Stag will be selling homemade cookies and hot chocolate on Thursday and Friday this week. You can find the sale at the BOC from 9 till 1. Magic hats and scarves will also be sold.
Valentine's Day Bingo will take place this Friday, hosted by MPB and Mass BSU at the bottom of the Chess Center. You have the opportunity to win lovely prizes beginning at 9 p.m.
This Saturday, a lip sync battle will take place at 9 p.m. Students can either compete in front of judges or watch their friends.
The Chinese Club will host their spring festival party this Saturday beginning at 7:15. The festival will have traditional Chinese food and activities. After food is served, attendees can play games for a chance to win prizes.
That's all the news we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Muskie Daily.
Stay up to date this weekend by following us on Twitter at Orbit Media or Orbit 907 News and on our website orbitmediaonline.com.